in the dark. I never tested this Wi-Fi. Let me see. Gotta be doing something. Oh, look like it's working. I don't know why I'm doubting it. Let me see. Let's see. Let me edit this real quick. Edit. There we go. Oh, we're getting something! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! I was playing with this for a while. Okay. First stream from the dorm life. Alright, look like everything's working pretty fine. Okay. How do I sound? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Let me see. Can I hear myself? How do I sound? I don't even know how. I can't even hear myself right now. Chat, can you hear me? Testing, testing. I don't know how I sound. Okay, alright, I'm good. Alright. Bear with me, guys. This is a new environment. I've never streamed like this before. So, we are getting things going. Let me get this together real quick. I'm getting my stream stuff together. I'm a little new to this streaming format, but I think I got it to work. Aha! I am so proud of myself. It actually did what I wanted to do. Ongoing universe mode. And the things to look out for. So in this stream, it's gonna be a nice little chill Sunday stream. We're gonna stream for a little bit. We're gonna talk about the universe mode device, and we're also gonna talk about WWE2K22 for a bit. And I got some announcement I need to make after the news that we got on 2K22. There's some things that are going to be pushed back. I'll let you guys know later. I think this is perfectly timed, by the way, especially with the creators that are going through it right now. So, yeah, that's format is set. Alright, let me pull up a thumbnail. Let me see. Let's see, what kind of picture do I want to add? I just want something simple. I don't know. I might just put a raw Super Show thumbnail, a batch cut up there. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. I got something on this computer I can use. Let's see. Thumbnail. Oh no, I'm not doing that one. Let's see. Not headstrong. That's gonna be nope. Can't do that one. I got a screenshot. No, that one doesn't work. Give me a second on that question. I'm gonna answer that in just a moment. Give me a second. We're still getting set up. Oh, that's spoiler. Let's put this out there. It's for what could have happened. So I mean, it could be fun. It might go into what I want to talk about anyway. Nah, it's not gonna happen anymore anyway, so let's just put it up there. That's fine. There we go. No, we're not keeping that. We're not keeping my tag in there. Put 2K22 because that's the buzz right now. All right, I think I'm set up. Okay. Now I gotta pull the chat back up. Save. It's gonna save. While it does that, I can't see the chat. Okay, if I can see the chat. I'm sorry, my TV has shrunken down multiple sizes now, so it's not. I'm not at my house, as you can tell. Based on what you hear in the background, based on how I sound, I am not in my house, obviously. You can tell from that. Okay, that fixed it. All right, good. Can y'all see the things? I don't even know what's going on. All right, let me go back to YouTube. I'm on my studio real quick. I should fix it. Ha ha! I am awesome at this. Look at me working. Technology, right? All right, now we finally can get started. After I share the link out. Oh, I have people for that. Expert, do me a favor. Share this link out to this Discord, and I'm gonna do Twitter. Alright, now I can see now. If it pulls up. Alright. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm getting to all of that in just a second. Somebody asked me about 2K22. We're gonna talk about that today. We're gonna talk about the universe mode advice. We got a lot to talk about. Today's a catch-up day. I'm just getting used to this new environment. Okay, so I got a link to. Oh, another link. Okay, expert sent me something. I'm gonna look at that later. All right. I think we're good though. All right, we're gonna put that there. He did the universe Discord. Okay, we're good. I'll get everybody else when we start to talk about stuff. I'll share it out more. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this universe mode advice. Welcome to the Code Train channel. I know some of you guys are new. I am your host, Code Train, for this episode or stream. We're gonna talk about universe mode advice, WWE2K22, the release date, why some creators are panicking. All of that good stuff will be talked about today. But let's do a roll call in the chat first. Let's see who we got in here. We got my man Hunter Iggy in the chat. Underground is here. Creeks showed up, my boy. My brother right there, man. And Expert Gaming is here. Thank you. And Bertie's here. So that's awesome. So thank y'all so much for joining us today for this universe mode advice. If you guys know, I'm kind of not, yelling or a little not as enthused as I used to be. I'm trying to get used to recording in this new environment, so give me a few weeks on that situation. Luckily, my roommate does not he doesn't be in the dorm that much anyway, so it will be perfectly fine when I'm doing commentary and stuff like that. We already talked about that whenever we got that situated. So I'm gonna get to questions, I'm gonna get to comments, I'm gonna get to concerns and all that good stuff in this universe mode advice. We're gonna talk about the struggles of an ongoing universe mode. That's our main topic today. And it's hard to do an ongoing universe mode. I have done it since 2K14 and it has been a drain. It is one of the worst things ever, moving from game to game, and I feel bad for call people. I do. But we're going to get into all that in just one moment. So somebody asked me a question regarding universe mode. Do you book in advance? Do you know you have your WrestleMania main event? Yeah. I think we have. I believe. Let me check. I think we have the WrestleMania main event done. Well, not done. Well, booked for now. Yeah, it's probably going to change. Most likely. We don't know what's going to look like in a year. But from what I have, we have booked fairly in advance. And we have the WrestleMania main event already done. Yes. Most people, I'm going to answer this question and go, everybody has their own different style. Some people have their WrestleMania main event done. Some people have their Royal Rumble winner done. We went in and we got some of the major stuff done, but like all the stuff around it is not finished yet. I don't think that I have signed off on the WrestleMania card yet because, again, we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what's going to be left out there when we get to WrestleMania eventually around next year. But we do have a main event that is planned, and we are building towards it as of right now. I do change my mind a lot, so I say I have something booked, but if somebody gets over, like for example with Rusev, he got over, so he had his little moment in the spotlight, and that you can see that story being played out currently about. With the Jay White and Rusev stuff. That wasn't supposed to happen. That got changed. It was supposed to be somebody else versus Jay White at Vengeance. So that's just one example of that. So things can change, but and even things are changing on a daily basis with us, because there's some things that we had planned for the fall that are changing now, because of new interests, or because of a new idea, or because of making stuff make sense. So my best advice is, yes, you can book ahead. Book ahead as far as you want to. Book ahead as far as you need to book. Honestly, if you're starting, let's say your Universe Most High WrestleMania, I would start getting, I would book the pay-per-views month to month, but I would know where I want to go. I would know, okay, here's my Money in the Bank winner. I gotta build them up to get there. I would want to know, this is like a freaking, 100% deal. This is the SummerSlam card. I would write out a SummerSlam card, just to breathe SummerSlam card. And how they become champions? What we do, we book that as we go. That's how we do it. Who wins to get towards SummerSlam? We book that as we go. So yeah, it's great to book ahead, but at the same time, it's not great to book ahead. It just depends on how you operate, how you do your stuff, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what we do. We got a SummerSlam match card. For example, SummerSlam was booked about 4 months ago. We had SummerSlam cards that we had, and I still have them. And I might go through some of them after SummerSlam is aired and done. Just for the fun of it, I might stream and go over all of our SummerSlam match cards, because it's so many. we got so many of them, because the card kept changing. But I think what we got now is staying, because the matches are already being produced. So that is staying. What we have now, but our SummerSlam is booked, and we're not even there yet. It's been booked for months. I think this current SummerSlam card been booked for 2 months. So it's good to do that. But again, you book it, and if you want to change something, you won't be forced to keep it, because you can always change. You can always change your mind. It's always good to change your mind. Always good. Another question I got. I'm getting questions already. I didn't even get to the topic yet. What is my thoughts on the WWE 2K22 trailer? I loved it. It was awesome, but the release date was kind of depressing. I did not like that release date. March 2022. 7 months we have to wait. I am skeptical. I am disappointed as a content creator, because I was looking forward to October. To play the new game, so we can have something new. Even though we were going to use 2K19 anyways, because we were not going to immediately switch to 2K22, because we didn't know how good it was going to be. We were planning to use 2K19 for NXT anyways, but we wanted 22, just to have in the back burner, so we can start getting used to the new game, and then eventually make the full switch over to 2K19. The only good thing is it doesn't pressure me to get to SummerSlam. I got 7 months to get to SummerSlam, and if I don't get to SummerSlam in 7 months, something's wrong with me. We have 5 weeks till SummerSlam, so I don't have that much pressure on me to get to SummerSlam now, because I was pressuring us to get to SummerSlam so we can have a stop date. But now I don't have a stop date anymore, so I don't know when I'm going to stop. I don't know. We're probably going to go. I'm probably just going to continue to go full steam ahead and try to get to Survivor Series, I guess, because I don't know when I'm going to stop now. So 2K has put me in a position where I don't know when to stop producing 19. But we will continue 2K19. SummerSlam build has already started being recorded. The pay-per-view itself has already started being recorded. And we're getting things set up for SummerSlam. So that's not going. So we're going to continue to keep the ball rolling. But I am a little bit disappointed in that release date. Like I said, I liked the trailer. It was good, but now I have to put some things on the back burner that I was planning on doing in 2K22, and it has to wait until the spring, unfortunately. But yes, it was a pretty good trailer. CM Punk is back. I'm happy, and I don't have anything else to say. He just cut a basic promo that, you know, CM Punk always does. I was ecstatic to see him, yes, but there's nothing really I can analyze from what he said. We knew he was coming. We just didn't know if it was true or not. And whenever that cult of personality played, everybody in that arena lost it. Everybody in that arena was emotional. Everybody in that arena showed that they missed him. So, and I was ecstatic. I almost shed a tear. If you follow me on Twitter, you would know that I almost cried whenever he showed up, because he was always one of my favorites. Always. CM Punk was one of the reasons I kept watching WWE at its worst in 2011. 2011 was terrible, y'all. It was terrible. It was one of the worst years in the company's history. The Miz was in the main event of WrestleMania, so you knew it was terrible. The year started off awful. Alberto Del Rio won the Royal Rumble, people, and The Miz was the main event of WrestleMania. Let that sink in. The Miz was the main event of WrestleMania. The Miz, of all people. But I powered on, and I was grateful I did, because thank God I did, because the Summer of Punk was absolutely incredible. Even though they dropped the ball on it, it was still absolutely incredible. So I think he's going to be fantastic in AEW. AEW is going to continue to grow. AEW will do right by Punk, and I'm looking forward to see what he does. That's all I have to say on it. Will I add NXT? Oh, absolutely. NXT UK guys, or some of them are already in the series right now as calls. We'll just replace them with their normal models whenever 2K adds them in. Absolutely, NXT UK guys will be added into the series, and we will continue to do that. And add them in. So absolutely, even though some of the releases, and half of my roster's kind of gone, I don't know what the cutoff date was. Some people have been saying that there's already been a cutoff date. Some people have been saying that people are going to be removed. I don't know. We don't know at all neither. I don't know. So we'll see. But y'all know I'm not a fixture. I will use a call immediately if I need to. If I have to fix something, if I have to continue a story, we will use a call, or we will use the previous game to finish what I need to finish. Y'all know me already. So we have mods, so I'm not worried. We will finish whatever is started, even though half of our roster is gone, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think there's a need to do rewrites, since I have an expansive team now. I used to do rewrites when people were cut, and like guys that like with the Simon Gotch or whatever. When the Aiden English's partner, whenever he got cut, I wrote him out because there was no need for him, and then I wrote Aiden English off. Whenever he got released, I wrote him off and I said that he tore his ACL. That was the excuse I gave, and he, I said in storyline he was never going to wrestle again, but he came back, so he's back now on the best run that he's ever had in this series, because I wrote him off, basically like that. So you can come back. I can always bring you back as a call. I can always use you if we need it, but I can always write you off. Not a problem. So then somebody else asks, are you the one who booked Dar to the Moon? Yes, that was one of my ideas. Actually, Yeah, it was my idea. Um, Whenever King Dar was a thing, I came up with the King Dar name, and I came up with his little entrance that he had, with the gold and the attire. I made one of his first attires. It was actually my idea to have him fight for the belt, because at the time there were nobody else established that could realistically fight for the NXT championship. Because we just brought back NXT and there was nobody built up. So it was my idea to say, hey, let's give King Dar an opportunity, not knowing that he was going to be booked to win the title. I just said let him be number one contender and let's just see where this goes. And he got over, and Mark came to me and said, I want to put the title on this guy. Let's run with this. And I was all for it. I was all for it. He won the NXT Money in the Bank because we had the NXT Money in the Bank at the time. He was actually not supposed to win that match, by the way. It was supposed to be Kenny Omega that won that, but fun fact. Kenny Omega was supposed to win that, but the game and fate had it. At the time I was live streaming, so fate had it that King Dar accidentally won the ladder match. He wasn't supposed to win. He was just supposed to be there as a test, to see if he will get over or not. But he actually won. So he had the briefcase in his hand, and we were supposed to take it off of him. But I fought, and I fought hard to convince everybody that was booking NXT at the time to let him keep the briefcase. I let him keep it. I let him keep it. And he cashed it in and won the belt. That was a thing. That was a thing. Because Mark came to me, and I never told anybody this. Mark came to me and he said that, okay, he wants to do the NXT Money in the Bank, and he said he wanted Kenny Omega to win the first one. And I was like, that's fine, because Kenny Omega's not established here yet. So, and I was like, that's fine, he can win it. And I was like, yeah, sure. But then I was like, well, you seen what happened on NXT. I like this King of NXT thing, I want to run with it. So I convinced Mark to put King Dar in the match. Let's see what he does. And I convinced him to put him in there. Wait, so what is going on? Hold on. I'm trying to answer questions. JD, what are you talking about? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to look. Listen, JD. First off, I don't even know if I'm going to be signing new calls right now anyway. My roster is already filled with calls. Right? Well, it's not filled with calls. It's filled with... Well, technically it is filled with calls. But it's filled with calls of, like, people. I don't know if I'm going to be signing anybody anyway. I never asked you to sign. Or I never asked to be signed. This is not J&W stream. If you want to talk about your calls with J&W, you go to his comment section and talk to that. We never had an agreement to bring anybody in. Y'all know my rules on, if you want to be here, you have to DM me to be here. You have to DM me on Twitter. You have to DM me on Instagram or Discord. That's the ways you contact me to get your call in the series. Then after you DM me, I will take it to the bookers and we'll consider it. That's it. If you don't do it my way, you don't get in the series. Or you comment, oh hey, I want to be in the series. Then I send you my social medias. That's how we do it. I don't talk doing on live streams about adding calls in. That's not how it works. But one more time, if it happens again, moderators, please time him out. you have full permission to time him out, or anybody out that asks about their call being in the series. That's not how it works. You always come to me first. You don't put that out on a live stream, because sometimes I don't catch it. I'm trying to answer everybody else's questions, and I can't catch if the chat's moving too fast. I'm going to miss it. Then y'all gonna get mad at me. I don't know. That's not how it works. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now back to what I was saying. I lost my train. Oh, I was talking about King Dar. I was answering Underground's question. I think somebody asked me a question about King Dar. Yeah, he asked me. I'm still on questions, by the way. I haven't even got to the stream yet. So everybody. Now when I didn't want questions, not everybody gonna ask questions. But when I did a whole Q&A stream, nobody gonna ask me no questions. Funny. It's funny how that works. But I love answering questions. They're fun. This is very fun, and it passes the time. I love talking. That's why. Anyway, as I was saying, so like I said, King Dar was just there, but he wasn't supposed to win the ladder match, but he won it. And then I had to convince them to let him keep the briefcase so we can do the cash in, and we ultimately did the cash in. It was fantastic. Poor old Ricochet. poor old Ricochet. He got cashed in. Then he lost. Then he lost to King Dar again at Philadelphia. Then he had to leave NXT. It was a nice story, but poor Ricochet. He got cashed in, and that's how it happened. And then the King Dar push on SmackDown has still been me, mostly. I'm one of the only ones that is basically keeping that alive, because he was supposed to lose the belt a long time ago. But I've kept it alive, and we have kept it running, and you guys have not gotten tired of it yet. So hey, that was awesome. So there you go. I have a question. If CM Punk never left RH, he would never be as big as he is today, and he never met his wife. I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. I mean, he could have left to go to New Japan, maybe. I don't know. Would he be as big as he is today? We don't know. I don't know if maybe RH would have never died if CM Punk would have stayed. Maybe some guys would have stayed in RH and never went to New Japan. We don't know how things would have turned out. Would he might have met AJ Lee? Probably not. Maybe she would have went there or something. I don't know. I don't know if he would have or not. That's too many factors. Let's say RH would have died like it still did, then yes, he would not have been as popular as he is today. But if he stayed, then maybe they would have not have died like they did, or lost all the talent that they did, because maybe he would have convinced some people to stay, but he probably ultimately would have left anyway. Once they started to die. And started to lose a lot of talent to WWE, he probably would have left anyway, and he probably would have went to WWE later on, maybe whenever NXT was hot. Imagine CM Punk never going to WWE early like he did. He stayed in ROH and he went to NXT, let's say around 2015, 2016. Imagine CM Punk in that kind of NXT. Whenever NXT was on fire and making moves, having some of the best years of NXT. Imagine CM Punk around that time, in that environment. That would have been very, very fun to see. But who knows if that would have ever happened anyway? We just don't know. Okay. No, I'm on season 7, my guy. Underground. It's 10 years of a series, the universe mode. Too long. I started my series on SVR 11 to 2K20. No, if you can keep it interesting, you can do a series for 10, 15, 20. It just depends on how long could you keep it going and keep it interesting as the games pass. I'm on season 7, and I don't plan to stop until I stop doing universe mode altogether. And that's when the series will end, and I think it might end around like season 11 or 12 probably. I don't know if I'll be able to continue it into the 2030s, mid 2030s. We'll see. It just depends on how busy my work life gets. Because I know people that are doing this and they're almost 40. So, I mean, if they can do universe mode when they're almost 40, then that means I can probably do it for another 20 years. Then, so it just depends. I had a realistic day when I was gonna stop and just, when I physically couldn't do it anymore, and I was just gonna become a vlogger or change my YouTube channel to a game, like a literal gaming channel, and talk about video games. I love talking about other games. I love podcasting. I haven't done that in a while. I want to get back into it, but I've just been so busy. And I love talking about all kind of things that are based upon my interests outside of wrestling. But wrestling will never go away, probably. I might not watch it all the time. I might actually become a casual fan. If life gets too busy, and as I get older, my interests change. I might become a casual fan, but wrestling will always be there. But I don't think 10 years is too long. It just depends on if you can keep it going and keep it fresh and keep it interesting. Trying new ideas, innovating the series, bringing in a new brand. You can keep. You can keep a brand interested for years. Look at Raw. Raw's over 30 years old, and it's still recognizable, even though it sucks now. But it's still recognizable by the casual fan. They still remember watching Raw when they were kids, and might tune in around like a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series or a WrestleMania time, still from time to time, just to see how it is from when they were kids. So, a universe mode could be the same thing. You can always switch the brands around, change management around to keep things fresh from game to game. That's what I do, and I have been kicking since 2K14, and don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Quality over quantity now. I'm not pushing out episodes every week, as you can see. I'm taking my time with them so I can focus on other interests and live life. That's basically what I've been doing, living life. These last few weeks, and actually just last week, I've been living life. I've been going out, meeting new people. I'm starting to like somebody now. I went through a whole breakup. I've been through a lot. But I don't tell anybody. I just fight through my personal life, because I don't think y'all need to know my personal life. That ain't your business. I'm telling you now, but I'm not gonna tell you the details of it. Some people know what's been going on. Some people don't. You might be asking, where are you at? That ain't your business. That ain't nobody's business. You don't tell everybody your business, especially the internet. The internet judges you, and I don't got time for people to be judging me, because I will judge back, just how I am. So I just keep my business to a halt. If you asking how long the episodes take, I'm working with quality. This is gonna be my new thing. It's quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. I think that's how you call it. When you see an episode, it's good, because it went through the editing, it went through the production, it went through everything it needed to go through, and it's good. Simple as that. That's why it takes 2-3 weeks to make something now, because I'm living life. Everybody else is living life in my team, and they're gonna live it up. You only get one. That's just how I feel. Anyway, okay, now let's see. All right. Correct. Who is the shortest NXT champion in your series? Oh God. Jeez, it's not top. I know who it is. I have it written down. Give me a second, Hornet. I have it written down. I know who it is. I think it's from season 6. I believe. I think is it? I think it's Ricochet. It should be him. Let me see. Hold on. I have it written down. Okay, my chat is going a little too slow. Oh, there it is. Let's see. I have it written down. Let me see. Yeah, it is Ricochet. Season 6. He held the title for 3 months. No. Is it Ricochet? Yeah, it's Ricochet. Ricochet and Ricochet and Drew McIntyre are actually tied for the shortest NXT title reign in the series history. Because they held it for 3 months and they dropped it. Because McIntyre was first month season 7, second month, then it was Takeover, third month, and he lost. And Ricochet was the same way. He only made 1 Takeover and he lost. Yep. So that is the two shortest title reigns in the series. Drew McIntyre and Ricochet with the NXT Championship. Those are 2 shortest at 3 months. I just answered that question, Underground. I said no. As long as you can keep it interested, you'll be fine. So his was 8 weeks. No, never mind. I miscounted. Oh wait, I forgot we did that. We did that Takeover in 8 and not 12. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4. Yeah. So yeah, Ricochet's first Takeover was his was in 3 months, and McIntyre was in 2. Yeah. So it's actually Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is the shortest NXT title reign in 8 weeks. Nobody has ever held it that short. You openly. So you have openly buried the Undertaker's that he should not have won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. What was a positive that came from that reign? Yes, I have openly said that was an absolutely terrible mistake. That should not have happened. But there is positive that came from that. I'm gonna tell you in just a second. I can say the couple of positives that it had was that it gave me time to see who I really wanted to build around as he was champion and, you know, fighting all these guys, and like it gave them a platform to establish themselves. Like, okay, I can hang with the Undertaker and give him a 20-minute classic or whatever. And he can do what he needs to do, you know. So that was one positive, to see who I want to build around. Another positive is Aleister Black. Aleister Black became a killer. He did. Aleister Black was established as the guy to beat him. Because if it wasn't for the Undertaker title reign, I don't think Aleister Black would have won the championship. Honestly, I wouldn't have pushed him, because I needed somebody that I trusted to beat the Undertaker, because beating the Undertaker for that title was a big deal. Like it was absolutely huge in my opinion. So Aleister Black benefited from it, and Finn Balor. Those two benefited from it, because without the Undertaker World title reign, Finn Balor would never been built up for that Money in the Bank, and we would never got that Balor 1-year title reign. And also Aleister Black would never been built up for his eventual feud with Finn Balor that stretched and ended at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. So see, that was a positive behind it. I established 2 guys from the Undertaker WWE Championship title reign, you know, and yes, it lasted a long time. I agree, but if I could do it all over again, I sure would do it all over again. I would change some things about it. You know what I'm saying? And I would have basically would have ended it the same way, like, you know, with Aleister Black beating him. Aleister Black probably had a longer title reign than he did, though. That's the only thing I would have changed. But in that, So everything else would stay the same. Balor still would have cashed in like when he did on that first SmackDown on the 2K19 game, like he did originally, and had the same feud and everything. So that's the only thing I would have changed. My original plan, that was going to end at WrestleMania Las Vegas. Yes, it was going to be a big old 8-man tag team elimination match. Dream Team versus Cruise Control. The Velveteen Dreams faction versus Apollo Crews' faction. Loser disbands their group. That was the original plan. That was going to be the main event, actually, of WrestleMania. I always wanted to do a WrestleMania 2-nighter. Instead of the night 2 main event we got, it would have been that. That means that Velveteen Dream would have never walked. Well, he never walked in with world title anyway. But we would have had a different world champion at the time, and probably McIntyre would have never won the Royal Rumble, and he probably would have beaten Velveteen Dream at the Rumble itself. So that Velveteen Dream world title match that we got at the Rumble would never happen, because McIntyre would have beaten him there because of Apollo Crews, and that would have started the feud to the eventual Cruise Control versus Dream Team finale at WrestleMania Las Vegas, and the Elimination Chamber would have been booked differently too. If real life stuff would never happen. So, ultimately, I'm kind of upset that Velveteen Dream did what he did, because he would have had a star-studded main event that most likely I would have leaned towards him having a great performance but coming up short, because Apollo Crews would have gotten his comeuppance at the end of the day, and Crews would have been the one to pin Dream at the end of it, and that was going to be the end of that. But of course, plans changed. McIntyre won the Royal Rumble, and we had to change everything because Velveteen Dream came out to be what he is. So I'm kind of upset about it, but I think everything worked out at the end of the day. But it did sound awesome, and I was looking forward to doing it too, man. Like that was the perfect way to end it. If I had my way, maybe one day we can get that proper conclusion to that Dream and Crews feud. If Dream one day doesn't come out to be like he is and he gets cleared, maybe I can finally get the climax that they rightfully deserve, but obviously not with their people anymore. Not fully, I agree, J&W. I agree. I'm looking at both sides of the story, and I'm just judging from, what the evidence that I've had. Not fully, because obviously Cruise Control is having their issues now, and that story's playing out, and the Dream Team is no more now. But maybe one day, if everything works out, we can get that proper blood one-on-one feud between Apollo Crews and Velveteen Dream, and just to end it. If you have a faction in the series, and if you don't, would you consider bringing one in? Wait, rephrase that again. So if I have a faction in the series, and if I don't have one, would you consider bringing one in? I don't. I'm kind of. Can somebody interpret that question? I don't know. I'm kind of lost with the question. So if you don't have a faction, I guess he's meaning if you don't have a faction in the series, would you consider bringing one in? Well, if you don't have a faction in the series, you don't always necessarily have to bring one in, because factions are not needed, honestly, for Universe Mode. They're fun to have, but they're not. You don't desperately need a faction for Universe Mode, in my opinion. It just depends on, what you want out of your Universe Mode and how everything's being booked. So if you want to bring in one, I would advise, first off, who's going to be in it, what's the story behind them, come up with a very, very creative name, and give them an identity. Because I have brought in some factions, like I tried to revive the NWO, and it failed miserably. Because they had no purpose of being there, just to enhance car feud that didn't need it. I will admit that was a blunder. I have plenty of blunders, I will admit. So don't be like me and bring them in and don't have a purpose with them. Always have a purpose for what you are doing. Everything needs to make sense. Everything needs to have a story behind it. Promise you, it makes your job a lot easier when you're crafting feuds, when you have a story behind what you're saying. I promise. So yeah. So if that answers your question there, hopefully that answers your question. I didn't know really what you were asking, to be honest. I kind of got a little confused. So hopefully that answers your question. But yeah. But are factions needed? No. You can have a universe mode and not have one single faction and still be successful. Are they good to have? Yeah. They're great to have. Under the right circumstances and on the right show. Okay, so you have tribes in your series. Everyone's in tribes is familiar to Lucha Underground Aztec tribes. That's what my series bounds down to. That's very creative. I like that. That's a very, very creative universe mode with tribes instead of it's similar to Lucha Underground. I would check it out. Seriously, I would literally check that series out, because just to see how it is. So that's cool, man. I like that. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, just keep that going. Don't worry about factions, because you don't really need factions. You know what I'm saying? At all. In my honest opinion, you don't need a faction. If you really want to bring in one, you can add one, but you don't really need it. So okay, so any other questions y'all guys got? Yeah, do you record this? Because I want to look at this. I'm dead serious. I really want to look at this. I can see where you got the shoot, I'm trying to think for myself. I can see where you got the name from, Underground, so that because it goes with your universe mode name with the Lucha Underground kind of concept. I really want to see you record this. I'm serious. Hold on, let me see if I can really describe this. Yeah, so that's a really, really cool concept, bro. I would love to watch it. Cool stuff. I might seriously, I might check it out. You know what I'm saying? When I get some time, I might check it out, cause that sounds so lit. Oh man. But yeah, all right. So, any other questions before I try to get into the next topic? Oh man. Yeah. Let me see. Can I need to check. I need to check out your channel. Let me see if I could sub. I'm gonna do that real quick. That sounds so unique. Yo, I'm all for it. Let me see. Give me a link to the episode. I'm trying to type it in. Let me see. What's the show called? Like in general, the name of the show. Let me see. Cause I want to find it. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for it right now, y'all. Where's this thing at? Let me see. Cause unfortunately, YouTube took away the thing of links, so I can't just click on his channel anymore to sub to him. I literally gotta go look him up now. Which sucks. Same. Like now I'm invested. I gotta find it. Let me see. I think no, that ain't it. I thought I found it, but that's by somebody else. I ain't know this Lucha Underground stuff is popular on YouTube. Yeah, I'm looking at the Lucha Underground. People are like, they like this stuff. I can't find it. I'm gonna need a link from him, because everything I've seen, people just been posting other stuff, so I can't find it. So yeah, send me a link to it, man. I will gladly subscribe and check that out, because that sounds absolutely incredible. But alright, we're gonna move on and get to the nitty gritty. You found it? Okay, cool. Send me a link, JW, please. Send me a link. I would love it. Let's go. Alright. So, while JW give me that link, I'm gonna move on. Let's continue to talk about stuff. Any questions y'all want to ask me, I will gladly take questions. Please. We were just answering questions for the last 53 minutes. So, if y'all have any questions, shoot me a question and I'll get to it while I'm talking about this announcement. So it's with great regret, ladies and gentlemen, and great anguish, that we will be pushing back the Cold Train Wrestling Federation series that was supposed to debut this fall. Actually in October, by the way. I had plans. October 2021 is going to be pushed back to spring of 2022 with no release date in mind. I was bummed out about the announcement that 2K22 was going to be delayed to, well, not delayed, but moved to March of 2022. And it literally deflated me last night when I seen it, because I was like, oh my god, now I have to push back my CWF, because I did not want to do the CWF on 2K19, because I wanted a new game. I wanted to use that series to learn 2K22 and literally give y'all some stuff you know, while we move everything over to 2K22 for the main series. I had an account made and everything, bro. Like, I was so excited when I was about to get with the CWF Bookers, and within the next 2-3 weeks, we were about to write TV. We got our roster together. We got our first couple main events together. And we were about to write the rest of the television, and I was going to start getting things together to produce, like theme songs and stuff like that. So I gotta put all that on hold. So the CWF will be coming in spring of 2022. No release date now. Probably around April. I wouldn't say April. Ugh, April's terrible. That's around finals week. Probably around late May, probably, of 2022. Unfortunately. So that is the very unfortunate thing. Yes, we do have a Discord. Let me see. I got it. Let me pull a link. I'm gonna plug the link for you. We actually being active in there again. It was actually dead for a few weeks, but we do have a Discord. I'm actually about to plug the link for you, bro. Hold on, I'm coming. I got it for you, bro. Oh, I do sound good. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself. I'm all not at my house, still getting a good setup going. I got the game flowing over here. I got my laptop right here so I can look at the questions. My microphone's plugged up. I'm so proud of myself. Oh yeah, that's the Discord. Feel free to join if you want to. But yeah, another thing is the AEW series will probably be will be probably pushed back as well. Now my guy Expert Gaming is actually editing his stuff for that series, so you might get the Double or Nothing show within the next few months, but you probably won't get AEW TV until 2022 as well. So that is with disappointment, because now my full focus will now, instead of developing these series like I wanted to, will be the main universe mode and just continuing working on that, because I don't want to burn myself out. That's the goal. Because burning yourself out, then I mean I don't want to do it at all anymore, and we're not doing that. So that's the plan as of right now. So 2022 for those series, it is with great regret that has to happen. But guys, that doesn't mean that the ECW series is not happening. That is still going on, and that will be coming in the fall. So CTP ECW is still going to happen, because we will freshen things up while we wait on this game. I promise. Since I don't have to worry about those series anymore, that means that we will be putting our efforts into more live streams, like what the series called again? I forgot. FCW. I forgot for a second. The Here Comes Shut Your Mouth stuff. Other types of live streams will be played. More games will be played just to pass the time and give you guys some more fun content while we wait on this game to come out. So look forward to that, and obviously more universe, more content. But I have to push some things back. But hey, it's how it is. What it is, actually, as they say. So it's fine. We'll be fine. I mean, we've been very, very fine for a long time. So I appreciate you guys so much for all your support, and I thank you guys. Thank you guys for sticking with me and understanding where us as content creators and makers of universe mode are coming from, because so a lot of you guys said y'all will wait and be patient with us as we continue to make content on this almost 3-year-old game at this point. So I'm just gonna continue continue to go on with it. The plan is, hopefully by the time the AEW game comes out, I will have a PlayStation 5, because I'm hearing that it is rumored to be fully next gen. So hopefully by the time it comes out, I have a PlayStation 5. So we will just, whenever the AEW comes out, let's say we release Double or Nothing, that will be on 19. And maybe we'll have some 2K22 episodes of that. But mostly, whenever the AEW game comes out, we're going to be using the AEW game itself to make my life a lot easier. That has always been the plan for that series. So no need to worry about that. When the game is coming out, we will use the game itself, and we'll still use 2K for a little bit to transition over, and then after that we're going to be using the AEW game itself to produce content and make that AEW series. So that has always been the plan. Good question, Bertie. Y'all asked some good questions today. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all asked some great questions. So alright, hold on, somebody asked a question too. That's actually very creative. Okay. Alright. So that's the announcement out the way. Like I said, so just stay tuned and keep it locked here. Content will still be flowing on. Thank you guys for 1,895 subscribers. We are 5 subscribers away, by the way. 5 subscribers. 5 times. 5 subscribers away from 1,900 subscribers. So I would appreciate it if you guys know a friend, you know, tell them about us, so we get that 1,900 subscribers. If one person on this stream that watched this stream tell their friend about the Cold Train channel, we will hit 1,900 subscribers by the end of the day. Just one. I just need one of y'all that's on the stream. Well, not what. If all of y'all tell one person, a friend or a family member about us, we'll hit 1,900 subscribers. Because we got 7 people watching. 7 times, 7 times 7 is, you tell 7 people, it's 14 right there. Just keep that in mind. I would appreciate it. But that would depend on if they subscribe or not. But we appreciate it. Anywho, now to the topic of the hand. After an hour, we're gonna get to the topic at hand: the struggles of ongoing universe mode. I have struggled with ongoing universe mode. I remember when I first came to YouTube. Whenever a new game come out, about like 2 weeks into its cycle, I would love to make content because it's a rush. It's a rush to get content out so you can capitalize on the new hashtags, the new traffic, the new mode around the new game. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very struggle to continue going on, because a lot of people jump on that new game. Some people get it early than you. Let's say you don't buy the deluxe edition, you get on the release day, and 2 people have it 3 days early. I mean, they have more time to make content than you, and they be jumping on it. But it's an adrenaline rush. Yes, correct. It's an adrenaline rush. But I'm going to give you about 5 to 6 things that you should not do so you can avoid the struggle of an ongoing universe mode. Don't do these things, guys, because you will burn yourself out before the game cycle even begins, and you will have a rush, and when you might rush some things out, and your first couple episodes might not be that good. I know I'm not doing these things when I get WWE2K22. I know I'm not doing them, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Number 1, making a universe mode intro video. Now I understand if you are brand new to the Universe Mode community, you have nothing going on with your series. Making a Universe Mode intro video makes the most sense to tell people how your Universe Mode is. You know, and get your new content out there to the world. But if you have an ongoing Universe Mode, what you should do is a recap. That's right. Don't do an intro video, do a recap. And what you do with the recap, you put the brand new title. Let's say it's WWE2K22 Universe Mode. Whatever season you're in, or if you're a Call Universe Mode, whatever. Recap. This is why. Because you're an ongoing Universe Mode. So technically you're not starting over. It's not an intro video. It's not an introduction. You're recapping whatever happened in the previous game. Now people can be like, oh, now I'm all caught up. And they're going to hit that subscribe button. I've learned that from JRJ. Tell you how I learned it. JRJ did a nice, amazing recap of his Universe Mode before his season 2 started. Covered everything. So it was a nice hour-and-a-half video. Announced some new things. And he gained over 120 subscribers in less than a week from that recap video. Now, not everybody's at the size of JRJ, and I'm not saying you're going to get 100 subscribers from it, but I just want that. I wanted to keep that in the back of your mind. And hey, if it's not a new series, if you're ongoing, just recap what happened in the last 2K game, so everybody could be caught up whenever that first episode of the new game comes out. That's what I did. Now, and I did that in 2K20. I did that, and that WWE 2K20 intro has over 500 plus views, I believe. I think it's 200 views. It was very successful, and still is successful to this day. It works, guys. So keep that in mind if you have an ongoing Universe Mode. Recap, not introduce. Recap, and just keep going. Number 2, don't rush out your first episode. First impressions are everything, people. Do not rush out your first episode. Don't do it. Don't make the mistake of playing the game broken like Coltrane did when WWE2K20 came out, just so I can capitalize on the hashtag and capitalize on the rush of the game. No, don't do that. Make sure your game works. Make sure you can get the full fruits out of the new game. And don't rush an episode. I promise you, a quality episode is going to be better than a rushed episode. I'm going to let that sink in a little bit more. And I want y'all to, you know, keep that in the back of y'all mind. I'm gonna say it one more time. A quality episode is gonna be better than a rushed episode. You notice when the big guys like Murphs, JRJ, Gresh, and them, when they put out an episode of their first episode of 2K20, when at the time whenever people were still playing it, their videos were more successful because they didn't rush it out. They took their time with it. They used their style that they had from the last game and put out a quality product. And their first episodes have more views because of it. I'm telling you, people love a great first impression, especially when a new game comes out. Don't try to release the Universe episode the week it comes out. You take your time with it. You make sure that thing is impressive. Make sure you have a well-booked card. You make sure that episode is great. Because I promise you, you're going to get subscribers from it. They're going to come eventually. I learned that the hard way with WWE 2K20 and a little bit with WWE 2K19. I had a stream out of 2K19 the week it came out. I was streaming that game, and I had a very terrible card. That Raw was absolutely garbage. It wasn't. I was still learning the controls. I didn't know what I was doing with the controls. The controls I was still learning. You know, I was fumbling on my words. Don't be like me. No, don't be like me. Take your time. Cause quality over quantity. That's what we trying to work on, guys. Quality over quantity. Well, you want to work like the big guys? You got to put the time in like the big guys. I'm telling you. Remember that quote. Remember that quote. This gonna be the time, the tell, because you gonna see it when 2K22 comes out. You gonna see it. Especially in the universe community, they gonna jump on it. You gonna see it. Quality episode is better than a rushed episode. You gonna see who rushed their episodes. You gonna see who actually practiced, who actually tried to learn the new controls, who actually tried to give you something good with their episodes. I promise you, everything's gonna work out. You won't be exhausted, in my honest opinion. So, another thing, number 3. Yeah, practice on your own time and at your own pace. That's what you do. Number 3. It's okay to use the last game and use the current game at the same time. What do I mean by that? Let's say, WWE 2K22 comes around, and let's say I'm in J&W shoes. And I'm just going to put this out here, J&W. I don't know if you're going to be at this example. I'm using that as an example. J&W has breaking boundaries. He's making breaking boundaries. And he looks at the time. It's March. He's like, oh, shoot. WWE 2K22 better come out. 2K22 comes out. He picks it up. He's like, yeah, it hits different. He starts to play around with it. And J&W says, you know what? I want one of these matches at Breaking Boundaries to be on WWE 2K22. And J&W, he creates the calls, he recreates the Breaking Boundaries arena in 2K22, and he makes that match on WWE 2K22. But listen to this. The rest of the show is on WWE 2K19. That's okay. You can do that, man. Nobody gonna get mad at you. Everybody gonna ask, is this 2K22? Nobody care about that. No, it ain't 2K22. Look at the signs. You know what 2K19 looks at. If somebody asks that question, all you gotta do is just tell them, look for yourself. You know what 2K22 looks like. You know what 2K19 looks like. You be the judge. Nobody's gonna care, especially a universe mode content creator. We won't care because we're gonna be doing the same thing. We did it when 2K20 was messed up. We used both games. I know I did. I used both games. We had 19 matches. We had 2K20 matches on the same show. Nobody gonna care. I promise you. Nobody's gonna care. Use that to your advantage. If you have a big main event and you don't want that main event on 19, but you already made the show, put that main event on 2K22. Nobody gonna care. I promise. And then you can still capitalize on the market. Name that mother trucker WWE 2K22, especially your car universe mode. WWE 2K22 universe mode, but actually you still using WWE 2K 19, and nobody's gonna care. I know I won't. Some people have mods, so The mods might look exactly like 2K22, and they're gonna turn a blind eye to it. You know what I'm saying? Turn a blind eye to it. I know I'm gonna do that. You're gonna see some 2K19 matches on the 2K22 video. You sure will, especially in NXT. You think we're gonna move NXT over to 2K22 immediately? Shoot. You think all SmackDown gonna be in 2K22 when it first come out? Shoot. All the time whenever we gotta go up setting up everything, that gonna take some time. But we still gonna be making stuff. We still gonna be waiting on calls to be made. That's another thing. Hold on. We're getting that's another point. We're waiting on calls to be made. We gotta make some championships. That gonna take some time. We're gonna make the best of 2K19 and still use it, and they're gonna be in a 2K22 video, and you ain't gonna care, cause it's gonna still be a quality product. Period. Point blank. Do that. Do that. Promise you. You will love yourself. You will appreciate yourself, especially as a booker. You and a content creator, it will save you a headache in the process. Do that. Stick to it. Make it your goal. Especially calls. Another point. Here another point go. Oh yeah, ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Don't do this if you want to go on universe mode. Get the first batch of calls. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute, like Bruno Mars said. When those first batch of calls come out, don't get them. No, you wait. You wait until you get a proper Kenny Omega call. You wait until you get a proper CM Punk call. Don't use the first batch. Not everybody knows how to make the calls yet. Not everybody knows what they're doing yet on a new game. You wait. And that's why you should use 2K19 just in case they don't have your favorite call. Because day one, when you get the game, not everybody is going to be ready. So what you going to do? You still got stories to tell. You wait. You wait a minute until they ready to go, and you still use the other game. Don't get the first batch. I got the first batch of calls in 2K20. There was a hairy Kenny Omega. He had brown hair, and I used him, and it was utterly embarrassing. I think Mark wanted to. I think Mark wanted to scream in his head. I think he was screaming at me. Whenever he texted me, he was like, you know, why? Don't be like me. Again, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I'm telling you what they gonna do. I'm telling you what to avoid. Y'all, listen. Everything I'm telling you, I've done. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. That's why we have this series, so you don't make the same mistakes I made with my struggles of my ongoing universe mode. They ain't cookies. First batch ain't needed. That's it, J&W. I don't know. J&W said it for me. I don't know. I'm trying to leave it alone, but J&W said it for me. He said it for me. Calls and cookies. You don't need the first batch. Wait on that second, third, fourth batch. Wait till it simmer a little bit. Wait till it get crispy. You know? I know I don't take I don't take the first batch of chicken. Oh no. Oh no, I wait till that I wait till that grease start to get a little crispier and darker, and I wait till the grease start to smell it. So it start to smell good. Then I go touch the chicken, and then I go pick up the chicken. The second and third batch, I'm like, yeah, that second and third batch, That's what I want. Speaking of, I'm actually getting hungry right now talking about this chicken. I haven't ate since that. I had a Pop-Tart this morning, yo. And I haven't ate since. And I'm actually getting hungry talking about that bachelor chicken. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they ain't no cookie. Look. Miguel said it best. Miguel wanted a quickie. You don't want a quickie. Because Miguel said he wanted a quickie. No bite marks. No scratches, no hickey. No. You don't want no quickie. You want something that gonna take time, like a well done steak. Let me stop. Let me leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh my god, I'm getting myself hungry now. God dang it. My stomach started rumbling talking about that chicken and steak. Oh, I might give me some fries today. Oh my god. But y'all get what I mean. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't get the first batch, y'all. Don't get it. I promise you, don't get it. You don't need it. You don't need it. I promise. Oh man, another one. Oh, another one. This is very important, guys. This is very important. Learn the freaking controls and learn to know what you're doing. Okay. Everybody makes the mistake of just jumping into this game unless you're not New Legacy where they jump into the games at midnight. They don't know what they're doing, and it's pure comedy. You're making a universe mode. You should know what you're doing. Please. Whenever you make your content, please learn what you're doing. Don't jump in and record matches and you don't know what the finisher button is. You don't know how to kick out. I've seen that happen. People will be recording matches on universe mode, don't know how to kick out. Botching early in the game series, like botching. We're like, oh, that's a botch. And they just go with it. Like a couple months later, I'll be like, yeah, that first episode, I had a botch in it, so I had to change my plans. You learn the controls. Come on, man. You gotta learn the controls, my guy. You gotta learn the controls. Don't look stupid out in these streets. Cause again, like I told y'all earlier, first impressions are everything. What's up, Dynamite? Thank you so much for joining our stream. First impressions are everything to some people. You know, if you have a great first impression, you might get some people to subscribe to your channel. Look, like legit. You might get a couple of brand new, new subscribers. We don't need botchagamia out here, man. You botching things earlier on, messing some things up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, I forgot how to kick out. I don't know what the finisher button is. Look. Brock Lesnar be walking around in circles because you don't know what you doing. Come on, man. We don't need that. We don't need that, bro. I'm telling y'all this because this has happened to me before. I remember when 2K18 first came out. I know to change the submission hold thing. I know what I was doing. So when I went for a submission, I was like, what's going on? So I'm like, oh shoot. They stayed in the submission hold for like 3 minutes straight. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, you hold it. I figured it out on live stream. Don't be like me. Don't do it. I'm telling you, cause I've lived it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, bro. People like, yeah, I had a botch finish. I had to change my plan, and it shoot. Yes, edit that out. That's another thing, bros. Another thing. Don't leave your botches in a new game. Look. I know y'all gonna be excited for 2K20. I know y'all gonna be so excited. I'm like, yeah, new WWE game. I'm so excited. But then, on live stream or during the premiere, you pause the game like, or you say on commentary, yeah, that was a botch. We gotta change that. Trying to do a rematch on the premiere live stream. Don't do that. You add that out. You don't say that. That breaks immersion, guys. For all my people that edit, go on your program and edit that out. I don't care if it's on Share Factor. I don't care if it's on Filmora, Filmora X, Filmora Y, Filmora Z, Premiere Pro, or whatever y'all use. PlayStation Pro. I don't care. You go on your editing software. You add that out. Nobody want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Or talking about your baby mama on stream. Why is that in the video? We loading up it turns black. All I hear is baby mama talking about something. Come get something to eat. Why is that still in the video? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah, me too. I would think you weren't paying attention to what you were saying, or you weren't paying attention to your environment if that happens on the premiere. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that. Man. You know, I'm telling y'all with an emphasis. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all funny stuff that has happened to people, because I watch a lot of universe modes, bro. Like, come on. And another thing, please don't cry. I know somebody that cried real tears because they couldn't get the result they want. Don't cry. And you cry and you leave them, and you leave the recording of you crying tears because you didn't get the result you had. You don't put that on the internet of you crying because you bought something. Don't do that. I'm not making this up. I've seen it happen. I'm telling you the truth, y'all. Somebody has cried during the recording. They cried and left it in because they didn't get the result that they wanted. It wasn't a storyline. It wasn't for commentary. They've cried. Don't do that. I'm not making this up. I'm being truthful. These are things I have seen. I'm warning you now. I'm telling y'all. I see it every year. Well, not every year. Not no more, because I don't see it no more because we haven't had a WWE game in 2 years. I seen it every year. Don't do this, people. Don't do this. Yes, it was an edited. It's not a live stream. It was an edited show, bro. It was an edited show. I'm not making this up. I'm not. I promise you. They've cried. Real tears, bro. Real tears. Not in character. Not in character, because they came out and said after it happened in a separate video that it was legit tears because he didn't get the result that he wanted, and he left it in by accident. I don't know. You take that as you want. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, do your own thing, obviously, you know. But I'm just telling you to avoid these mistakes if you want to, you know, have a smoothly run universe mode. Don't cry, y'all. Not on camera. I know. I'll be angry whenever Jay White wins. You know, I be upset. God damn it, that damn Jay White. You know, I say that stuff in character. You know, I say screw you. I call Aiden English bald. I call him ugly. All that in character. But I ain't gonna sit here and cry. What? Not in character, you know. I cried I cried in character whenever Bailey lost, you know, because she's the greatest woman of all time, you know. And when I was fanboying of her, you know, if King, like, you know, I'm like on commentary, I'm a massive King Dar fan. Whenever if he loses the world title, I might cry. I mean, but that's a character. It kayfabe, you know. I'm not gonna cry legit. Come on, man. Can't do that. Can't do that, bro. You know, I might be like, oh my God, King Dar lost. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You know, that might be the extent. You know, his world title reign's over, ladies and gentlemen. He lost it. I can't believe this. This is a mistake. The referee, you know, he counted too fast. You know, I see some screw jobs happen here, man. No, this did not happen. Oh my God. Dang, Donovan, that's kind of harsh. Oh, you know, I might be over ecstatic, and some people might see me think I throw a party on commentary when hopefully Jay White loses that Intercontinental Championship. You know, I might throw a party on commentary. Like, yeah, boy. No more IC chair for that boy. That might be the best. Look. That might be the best day of season 7. I promise. You know, legit might be the best day. So, oh God, that was actually funny. But yeah, don't cry. Don't cry, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't that serious, I promise. It ain't that serious. So yeah, if you can avoid those struggles, you'll be fine. Another thing, if you gotta rewrite somebody, please and I beg of you, do this, please. Yes. It's so awesome, yo. It's gonna be so worth it. Like whenever all these guys we built up, and they're heels, by the way, and when they lose, like it's gonna, like, the emotion is gonna feel like you know. I know saying the same thing like the CM Punk thing, but I want to talk about this for a second, like, you know, just for a second. You know, people were getting on the guy that cried, you know, whenever CM Punk came back. I mean, y'all gotta think about the circumstances that go in there. We thought CM Punk was never gonna wrestle again. He said it himself. He was not gonna wrestle again. He said that he was not coming back. And to see him come back to something that we really, really adored. You know, that it's something that we wanted him to come back for years. A lot of people lost hope that he wasn't coming back. You know, I lost hope that he wasn't coming back. And just to see him come back, that was just amazing and very, very emotional and happy feelings. Same thing when you have a heel like Jay White. Whenever, or if he ever loses the Intercontinental Championship, we don't know. He might keep forever, like he says. It might just vacate it. You know, you never know. If he loses the title, so let's say Rusev, who we haven't seen in a long time, you know, whenever that happens, it's gonna be a great moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the storytelling that we seen with those two guys, with how Aiden English turned on Rusev and how Rusev got screwed, you know, because of Aiden English. Because if it wasn't for Aiden English, Rusev more than likely could be your Intercontinental Champion to this day. That is something that legit can rub somebody the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? and have them feel emotionally invested whenever that Rusev return happens, if it ever happens. Again, we don't know. Rusev has not been seen since Vengeance. So if it ever happens, you know, if he comes back and we get that Jay White and Rusev match that people have been waiting for, the rematch, and if Rusev wins, it's gonna be a big moment. Cause the story's there. The history's there. You're going to be emotionally invested. You probably going to pop so hard when Rusev finally gets the title that he has been robbed of for months because of Aiden English and Jay White. It's going to feel great. If it happens. Not saying it will happen. If it happens, it's going to feel great. You know, if it ever happens. Because just think about, from Rusev's perspective, you brought this guy back. Aiden English had a torn ACL. He said that he was never going to step foot in the ring again. But Rusev convinced him to come back so they could reform Rusev Day. Rusev thinking Rusev Day is going to be a hot commodity. I'm about to win the Intercontinental Championship, and my own partner distracts me and costs me the championship. It then aligns with the guy that I put in the hard work and time to beat. Imagine how Rusev feels in the inside. Now, take all that emotions. I want to get revenge on my partner. I want to snap Jay White in half too. And I want to be an Intercontinental Champion and get the title that I should have, arguably. If you really want to argue, he should have right now because he was 3 seconds away from being champion. The story's there. Now, will Rusev come back? You know, what's next for Jay White anyway? We don't know what's next for Jay White. He just beat Randy Orton. What's next for him? We seen what happened with Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi look like he's next for Jay White. Will it be Kota Ibushi versus Jay White? Where's Rusev? What's Rusev doing? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered as we go into SummerSlam. And hopefully those questions might be answered at King of the Ring. They might be answered on the Raw to King of the Ring. Y'all just gonna have to keep it locked on the Cold Train channel. Not saying anything. Keep it locked. Prime example of being in character and being happy and being emotional on commentary. Because genuine reactions bring out the best in your commentary and makes it feel real. Don't make it feel like you're playing a character. Make it feel real. And a lot of people will gravitate towards your universe mode. Remember that. Make it feel real. Make it feel logical. Tell the stories like they should be told. A lot of people will gravitate towards your universe mode. I'm through though. Through at that point. I'm through. There you go. There you go. See guys? That is a prime example of storytelling. And a prime example of when to show that emotional commentary. Things like that. So keep that in mind. I'm through. Well, I think that's it. That's all my points. Anybody else have a struggle of an ongoing universe mode? You know, obviously you gotta take into account call making if you're a call creator, attires, arenas, take all that into account. Missing superstars, which I want to get into a point. This next point. This is the last and final point. Do your rewrites before you start. If you know that a guy that's primary universe mode will not be in the next game, start getting rid of them as soon as possible. You don't want to be scrambling to get rid of them when a new game comes out. Unless you're going to do like I talked about earlier, use 2K let's say for example 19 and 22 at the same time, like like me and JW will do. But he's Jay. I know JW will do it, and I'm gonna do it too. Unless you're gonna do that to finish out your story, start getting rid of those guys early if you're going to take them out the series. The earlier, the better. I promise you. The earlier, the better. Gonna make your job a lot easier. Also that too. You might have to get rid of some people. Might take some people out the main event scene. Might take somebody out the mid card, because not everybody can be used at the same time. I can tell people what their calls that. Where's my call? Why is my call not on the universe mode? Wait. Where's Coltrane Jr.? I'm just using my call as an example. Not everybody can be used at the same time. You gotta use people sporadically. You don't want them to get lost in the shuffle. That's the things I hate about universe mode. Creators sometimes, they use this guy, they get lost in the shuffle. Just like current day WWE. You can't use everybody at the same time. You have to push people when it's the right time to do it. Like people like, I got an email complaining about Ricochet on SmackDown. Please, somebody emailed me. He said, what are you doing with Ricochet? He was a prominent NXT main eventer. Now he seems like a mid-card act on SmackDown. I said, give it time. He was just drafted here. How can I put Ricochet in the main event when he was just drafted to Friday Night SmackDown not too long ago? How would that make any sense for me to do that? Be patient. You gotta build up main event guys. Not everybody could be a main event guy at the same time. It was AJ Styles' time. AJ Styles had the history. He got screwed at WrestleMania Las Vegas. Of course he's going to be fighting for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship first. Not Ricochet. Come on, man. Brock Lesnar he deserved it. Lesnar deserved the title. That opportunity. He won the gauntlet. Yes, did he do it lazily and didn't have to try that hard? Yeah. But he won the gauntlet. He deserved the opportunity. Patience is key. Patience is a virtue. You can't push everybody at the same time. Not everybody could be Lorenzo Sampson. Not everybody could be Samuel Lewis. Not everybody could be Darren Tarleton. Not everybody could be Dwayne Frost. Not everybody could be KJ Jones. Because if everybody was Lorenzo Sampson, then who would lose? If everybody was Samuel Lewis, then how many champions do I have to create? If everybody was Darren Tarleton, how many main event matches can you have? Who will be losers? Who will be the jobbers? Who will take the L's? You gotta have people to lose a little bit, to not be pushed a little bit, to maintain your universe mode. There's only so many King Dars you can have. There's only so many carrying crosses you can have. Because if you have too many, it's gonna get what that R word is. What that R word is. Come on. I know y'all won't say it with me. Repetitive. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Repetitive. And let that sink in. Leave that alone. You had the same person for every brand. What makes a brand unique? Why would I watch Raw if I see the same characters on SmackDown? I'm waiting. I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay then. Okay then. There you go. Find a character gimmick and stick with it. I hate to put this guy out on blast, but he don't watch the channel anymore anyway. Feck West, the man of gimmick changes. He changes character gimmicks so many times you would think that he's the Hurricane, spinning all around and just changing every hour, every day. Feck West never had a consistent character. That's why he was never pushed. That's why he was never used. Because every time I try to get into a character, he gives me another one. So what's the point in investing time in that character? And then I try to invest time in that character. He has another one 2 days later. So I'm like, huh? Huh? Like, come on, man. He don't watch the channel anymore. His call's probably not gonna be in the game, the next game. Doubtful. I don't know. He hasn't watched the channel in months. I haven't talked to him in months, so I figured I could put him on blast like that. But it's just an example. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He won't be mad at me. Just an example. Feck West. You remember Feck West? I'm pretty sure some of the 29 new people don't remember Feck West. Well, Feck West, I tried my best. I tried my best to get behind him. I tried my best to make something out of him. But when you keep changing your gimmick and keep changing what your identity is, I'm not going to invest in you. And that's why he was never pushed. I had one idea to give my boy Feck West a Creators World Heavyweight Championship run. He was going to do it. He was going to have the championship. But right before I penciled that in and made that official, he changed his character again. And I got so fed up, I changed my plans. So there you go, Feck. Why you didn't win the Creators World Heavyweight Championship? Why were you the main event player? Because you kept changing your character. I don't like that. I understand if something not working, then you change it. But you were pushed, and you still kept giving me new characters. Nah, cuz. Nah. I don't like that. Just saying, I'm gonna leave that alone, though. Good point, Jane W. I had to say that. A reminder, if you're gonna be in CTP, do not do multiple character changes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know. I'm just letting you know. Put it out there. Especially if you're being used. Now somebody like Dino Man who's not being used that much, if he comes to me and say I want to do a character change, I will understand. But if somebody like Lorenzo Sanchez say I want to change my character up, I'm gonna look like he look at him like he crazy. Just saying. I'm gonna leave that alone. Alright. I don't got that much left to say, guys. I think that's it. I covered everything I wanted to cover. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and listening to this little thing. Oh, that one too. I hate that one. I hate it. Playing politics. Don't do that neither. I hate that. If you gonna play politics instead of something you gonna leave and you ain't pushed, well, the door is right there. I'll kindly shut it. Just gonna leave it alone. So all I'm gonna say on that, we don't play no politics over here. No. We don't play no politics. I don't like politics. You know, I hate politics. Look. I'm just saying. I don't like politics, bro. Nope. Politics not a fun thing to talk about. It's not a fun thing to do. Politics is just too much. Too much of a headache. I don't like headaches. So no. Don't do that. I'm leaving stuff. I don't like that. No. We're not doing that over here. You're gonna stay in the series, but like I told you, not everybody can be pushed at the same time. Y'all got to remember that. Gotta remember that. I promise you, you're gonna get your time in the sun. But your time not... Look. I'm gonna rephrase the John Cena song. Your time might not be now. Your time may be up for a little bit. Then your time gonna be now. I'm just saying. Yep. After about 2 or 3 times you say that stuff, we're gonna send you off the right way, and the door gonna shut and hit you in the back. If you got that reference, you awesome. But I'm through. That's a wrap. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I appreciate y'all for sticking by. It's been fun. Takeover's almost time for takeover. I got some work to do. Anyways, I got like, you know, I was doing some homework. I got like a couple problems left. I only got like 10 left, so I'm gonna try to get that done out the way. I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got about like 9 questions left on my little homework. I gotta do. I was like, no, 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 10 flat because I got things to do. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I thank y'all so much for your support. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all are the best in the world. I love you. I love all y'all. Y'all are so amazing. Remember that. You're amazing. Don't forget it. But I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, this first week of this new era of me has been great. I'm having the best fun of time. We're still getting content done. I had a blast recording this. I'm sorry, writing the script for this. I had a blast. I had my funny jokes lined up. See if y'all enjoyed it. So that's all that matters to me. Remember to be glorious at every single thing you do. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Please, y'all, be phenomenal or be forgotten. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. Remember that. People that are be phenomenal are great people. They know what they're doing. They know what's up. They value life and they live it up to the fullest. Remember that. But I'm gonna leave it alone. Thank y'all so much. Once again, I've been your host, Coltrane. Hope y'all enjoyed this stream, and we will see you for NXT Headstrong coming very, very soon. Thank y'all so much, and I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all. Oh, one more. Oh, where we go? You might get a live stream. Maybe Fortnite next week. Some FCW next week. Here Comes the Pain or whatever. Shut them out. You might get some of those games next week. So keep it locked and have those notifications on. Other than that, I'm out. This Wi-Fi did its job over here, so I'm proud. I love the setup. I'm out.